Ever wondered why some men seem to have it all figured out while others struggle? It's like they've got this secret playbook, and they're winning at life. A lot of times, it comes down to learning some hard lessons, and unfortunately, a lot of guys don't figure this stuff out until it's almost too late. We're talking about the kind of stuff that can make or break your life, your health, your relationships, your purpose. Today, we're diving deep into 7 life lessons men often learn too late. We're going to break it down, no BS, just straight talk about the things I wish someone had told me years ago. So, buckle up, because this is going to be a real eye-opener. Stay with me until the end, because these lessons build on each other. Let's talk about something guys know, but don't always want to admit. Our bodies aren't invincible. We spend our 20s and 30s like we're invincible, burning the candle at both ends. Late nights, questionable food choices, and skipping the gym become the norm. But the truth is, man, your health is like money in the bank. You can spend it all now, live it up, but eventually, you're going to be overdrawn, and those interest payments, they're brutal. We're talking about your energy levels crashing, packing on the pounds, and increasing your risk for some serious health issues. Think about it. Heart disease, diabetes, even some cancers. They don't discriminate. And the worst part? These problems often don't show up until later in life when the damage is done. It's like a ticking time bomb. Life gets busy. Work, family, commitments. It's easy to let your health slide. But here's the deal. Making time for your health isn't selfish. It's an investment. Start small. Incorporate some basic workouts into your routine, even if it's just bodyweight exercises at home. Pay attention to what you're eating. Cut back on the processed crap and focus on whole foods. And for God's sake, get enough sleep. You'll be amazed at how much better you feel, physically and mentally. Trust me, your future self will thank you. We all get the same 24 hours in a day, right? It's the one thing that's truly equal for everyone. Yet some people manage to squeeze every ounce of juice out of those hours, while others seem to just watch it slip away. It's like they're stuck in this endless loop of scrolling through their phones, binge-watching TV shows, and then wondering where the day went. Here's the thing. Time is the ultimate non-renewable resource. Once it's gone, man. You can't get it back. And the older you get, the faster it seems to go. Think about the things you've always wanted to do. Travel, learn a new skill, start that side hustle. If you keep putting them off, telling yourself you'll get to it someday might never come. The key is to start valuing your time like the precious commodity it is. Set goals, prioritize your tasks, and learn to say no to the things that are sucking up your time without giving you anything in return. This isn't about becoming some kind of productivity robot. It's about being intentional with your time. Make space for the things that matter most. Your loved ones, your passions, your personal growth. Identify your time wasters. Is it social media, video games, mindless TV? Once you know what's eating up your time, you can start to make conscious choices about how you spend it. Remember, time is the one thing you can't buy more of. Use it wisely. We live in a culture that often glorifies the lone wolf, the guy who can handle everything on his own. But the truth is, we're wired for connection. We need other people. Having strong, meaningful relationships is crucial for our well-being, both mentally and emotionally. Think about the people in your life, your partner, your friends, your family. They're the ones who have your back, who make you laugh, who are there for you during the tough times. Those relationships are invaluable. But here's the thing, relationships take work. You can't just coast on autopilot and expect them to thrive. It takes effort, communication, and a willingness to be vulnerable. And it's not just about romantic relationships. Having strong friendships with other men is equally important. It's about having that brotherhood, that sense of camaraderie, and knowing that you're not alone in the trenches of life. One of the biggest mistakes men make is isolating themselves when things get tough. Don't be afraid to reach out for support. Talk to your friends, your family, or even a therapist. Remember, life is better when you have people to share it with. Cultivate those relationships, nurture them, and don't take them for granted. Let's talk about money, something a lot of people are uncomfortable discussing, but it's crucial. Financial literacy isn't about becoming a Wall Street wizard or obsessing over every penny. It's about understanding how money works, how to manage it responsibly, and how to plan for your future. Unfortunately, a lot of guys avoid this stuff. They live paycheck to paycheck, rack up credit card debt, and don't have a plan for retirement. Then, they hit their 40s or 50s and realize they're in a financial hole. Here's the deal. Money is a tool. It's a means to an end. It can give you freedom, security, and the ability to pursue your passions. But if you don't respect it, if you don't learn how to manage it, it can become a source of stress, anxiety, and even ruin relationships. Start with the basics. Create a budget, track your spending, and start saving something, even if it's just a small amount each month. Educate yourself about investing. There are tons of resources available online and even apps that can make it easy to get started. Retirement might seem like a lifetime away, but the earlier you start saving, the better off you'll be. Compound interest is a powerful force, and don't be afraid to ask for help. If you're feeling lost or overwhelmed, talk to a financial advisor. They can help you create a plan that aligns with your goals. Remember, financial literacy isn't about being rich. It's about being in control of your money so it doesn't control you. We're so quick to address physical health, but often neglect the most important part, our minds. Mental health is just as important as physical health, yet there's still a stigma attached to it, especially for men. We're taught to suppress our emotions, to man up and deal with it. But bottling up your feelings only leads to more pain and suffering down the road. Think about it. Our minds are constantly going, processing information, dealing with stress, and trying to make sense of the world. It's like a muscle that needs to be exercised and taken care of, just like any other part of our body. Ignoring mental health can manifest in unhealthy ways: anger issues, substance abuse, even physical ailments. It can strain relationships, affect your work, and diminish your overall quality of life. The first step is acknowledging that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to feel overwhelmed, stressed, anxious, or depressed. These feelings are part of the human experience. Don't be afraid to talk to someone: a friend, a family member, a therapist. Seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Therapy can provide you with the tools and strategies to manage your emotions, cope with stress, and improve your overall well-being. There are also things you can do on your own to prioritize your mental health. Make time for activities that bring you joy, practice mindfulness or meditation, and make sure you're getting enough sleep and exercise. Remember, taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your physical health. We live in a world that's constantly evolving. Technology is advancing at an unprecedented rate, new industries are emerging, and the skills that are in demand today might be obsolete tomorrow. That's why it's crucial to adopt a mindset of continuous learning and self-improvement. Think about it. Graduation shouldn't be the end of your education, it should be the beginning. The moment you stop learning, you start stagnating. And in a world that's rapidly changing, stagnation is the same as falling behind. Continuous learning isn't just about acquiring new skills for your job, although that's certainly important. It's also about expanding your horizons, pursuing your interests, and becoming a more well-rounded individual. Read books, listen to podcasts, take online courses, attend workshops. There are endless opportunities to learn and grow, often for free or at a minimal cost. The internet has made knowledge more accessible than ever before. Challenge yourself to step outside of your comfort zone and explore new subjects. You might discover a hidden passion or talent you never knew you had. Remember, learning is a lifelong journey, not a destination. Embrace it, be curious, and never stop growing. What gets you fired up in the morning? What makes you feel truly alive? These are questions every man should ask himself. Too many of us go through life on autopilot, just going through the motions, without ever really figuring out what lights our fire. We get caught up in the daily grind, the job, the bills, the responsibilities, and forget to nurture our passions. We tell ourselves we don't have time, that it's not practical, that we'll pursue it someday. But here's the thing, life's too short to spend it doing something that doesn't make you feel alive. Your passion, your purpose, that's what gives your life meaning. It's what makes you jump out of bed in the morning with a sense of excitement. Now, finding your passion isn't always easy. It might take some soul-searching, some experimentation, and some trial and error, but it's worth it. Start by thinking about the things you enjoyed as a child. What were you naturally drawn to? What activities did you lose yourself in for hours on end? Pay attention to what excites you now. What do you find yourself reading about, watching documentaries on, or talking to your friends about? Don't be afraid to try new things. Take a class, join a club, volunteer, expose yourself to different experiences, and see what resonates with you. The important thing is to have something in your life that brings you joy, fulfillment, and a sense of purpose. So there you have it, guys. 7 life lessons that many men, myself included, often learn too late. The good news is, it's never too late to start making changes. You don't have to wait until you're staring down the barrel of a midlife crisis to start taking care of your health, your finances, your relationships, or your passions. Take a moment to reflect on these lessons. Which ones resonated with you the most? What's one small step you can take today to start implementing these lessons into your own life? If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Let's start a conversation, guys. Let's learn from each other's experiences and support each other on this journey called life.